Yo, what is up everybody, and today we're going to be doing a review on this CPU cooler named the Vetroo M2. I don't know if you guys can see that, but anyway, what basically it's a low profile cooler. Not technically it's not a low profile cooler, but as you can tell it's in that little rainbow thing. Let me go ahead and turn off the lights to those who don't think that's the CPU cooler. See, that little rainbow thing that's running right now, and all the lights are off except for this. That's the one that's in the cooler. So yeah. So this cooler is like $12 on Amazon, and the cooling performance is really good. But I'm gonna go into it in just a second. But before I'm gonna tell you guys the specs. Actually, no. First, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys the specs. So, yeah. So this computer, I'm gonna do a video fully dedicated to this computer pretty soon. Hopefully, I might make a video on how to, Anyways, this computer is an i5 3590S, Asus B81M-C, 8GB of RAM, which I know I should have done 16GB because I didn't have enough money at the time. Maybe I should have sacrificed a little bit on the GPU so I could just, maybe get a GPU in a better price. Anyways, GTX 1050 from the Gigabyte 450W power supply with vinyl wrap on it, and also have some keyboard extensions from Easy DIY. And the fans, the 3 fans on the front is the 3-pack of the Vetroo fans and 1 in the back. By the way, the case is sold separately from the fans to those who are wondering. Really, 4 RGB fans in this case? Well, unfortunately, when you buy this case from Newegg, it only comes with 1 black fan or regular color case benefit. I think they have a white matter, but if you have a white matter, it's gonna have a white fan fins with black frame. And I'm pretty sure I think the tier one, the green one is probably the black one as well, but I'm not sure exactly. I could be wrong, but anyways, let's see. The 128GB SSD with a terabyte of hard drive space. I'm gonna tell you guys the temperatures pretty soon, but sadly I lost my remote for my monitor, and the monitor button doesn't even work, so I'm gonna have to use it through the capture card. This camera is currently plugged in, so I'm gonna have to record separately. Make sure the audio is in sync, but record it separately, so that way I can get this video ready and my life easier, so that way I can make this video out, a lot faster. So yeah. So in the box, I don't have my overhead cam going because this computer is probably gonna block it. So this side right here is where the Vetroo with the social medias, and it has that Vetroo its own domain link. And this is the specification of the CPU cooler. I know you guys pause it for a few minutes to see what you guys are thinking about the specs. So, the compatible Intel list is from LGA 1366 from, I think that's the first generation, even in Xeons, from 1150X and 11.5X CPU coolers. So if you guys have anything in the range from 9th gen Intel CPUs down to actually no, I think 2011. Socket 2011, which is a 10th and 11th gen, which I don't really recommend picking 10th and 11th gen CPUs with that cooler. Anything below it, it's just super fan of this cooler. But if you have an LGA 1700 socket, then unfortunately this CPU cooler is not gonna fit with that socket. But if you have an AM4 socket, this thing can fit within the brackets, just like what you did with the stock cooler that AMD gave you in certain CPUs. Even with if you don't put the Intel bracket on the AMD motherboard, which of course it's most likely not gonna fit, then good luck. So yeah. So let's go for the mounting part of the CPU. When I first got this off Amazon, I think 3 days ago. Yeah, no, 2 days ago. I got this next day after ordering this from Amazon, and the RGB, they're not controllable. They're just like having those like spinning like rainbow puke going on. But if you don't care about changing colors and other effects, this is fine for you. And also the mounting things, but you have to keep in mind as well. So when it comes to the mounting part of the CPU cooler, they're hard though. Like after the easy part is where you can line the little black thing behind the CPU cooler, and then you put the little pins, find the little hole where you can push the little pins into it, just like a regular Intel cooler would have been doing. And then you gotta put the little black thing on top of the little push pin thing, so now you can secure the bracket from moving around with the pins that are secured in the little motherboard. So yeah. The hard part is where you're trying to. It's just like mounting the AMD cooler to the motherboard that's AM4 socket, but this is an Intel board, and I had never experienced any like I had never experienced experience with any of the AM4 sockets and stuff. I have experience with AM3 sockets, but I don't have anything with AM4. But I'm pretty sure they'll have the same cooler mounting, but I could be wrong. But anyways, yeah. I forgot the mounting for the AMD. They have the socket AM4 all the way down to like AM2 plus, and also they have FM2 all the way down to there's no FM1. Yeah, FM2 and the FM2 plus. If you guys wondering. And then the fans are like 120 by 120 millimeters on that fan, and 75 millimeter thickness from the bracket into the top with the hard part, like I said, is where you can put the like pins on both sides of the CPU, just like what you do in AMD, but in the Intel board, it's like when you try to push the little second pin after you put the first pin in, it's really hard because I gotta put my muscles into those things and move it. Like I gotta take like almost like 10 times just to get that thing secured with the CPU. So if you're a strong person like me, go ahead and buy this cooler if you want to put it on somebody else's rig or your rig. But if you're flipping computers like I'm trying to do and sell this computer for profit, and somebody was wondering how can I upgrade a CPU cooler even though this thing is super hard. Well, as far as I heard from other people's YouTube channel as in the PC flipping series, you gotta yank it out, but it's gonna risk damaging the motherboard. So yeah. So you gotta find a way to take the cooler off without even damaging the motherboard if you're trying to upgrade your own CPU cooler. So yeah. And next is the cooling performance. So let's go ahead and switch over to, let's disconnect my camera, my GoPro HDMI cable, and connect this one to my capture card. And if you see my screen, that's because I don't have a full screen and I don't have this thing connected directly to it, so I can get you guys to see what I have in the all those stuff. So see you over there.
Feel my heart, it's beating. All my body's breathing. It's just you and me. Feel my heart, it's beating. All my body's breathing. It's just you and me. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost deep in it, can't stop.
guys. So I hope you have a good day, and I don't want to go too deep into it because yeah, I'm not really like a whole bunch Michael YouTuber like gamers, nutsos, and all those stuff. But I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna be the new version of him because you know I'm doing it my own way. And I'm not gonna go too deep into all those programs like Premiere Pro because I'm not gonna download any of those video editing programs with my information in that thing because I'm currently selling this over at Java.gg, and this is a really good PC if you guys want. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. And also peace.